sorry. That was kind of an abrupt cut. So I normally wait for the end of the song, but it didn't happen. How you doing, guys? I am still so full of snot. It's absolutely bloody ridiculous. I haven't put any rings on or anything. Oh, my goodness. Magic, hello, Nacelia. Such a welcome, cute picture of you in your guinea pig today. Magic, seriously, I am both shocked because has it really only been 4 months? And oh my God, 4 months already. Crazy. I feel like I've known you all my life, mate. Jeez, how weird is that? Oh my goodness. Sorry, I've just realised the dog's bed's half under my chair. I must move that because, of course, they'll care. Oh, good grief, guys. I'm knackered. Honest to goodness, I have literally, because if I sleep for too long, if I'm in my bed for too long, I get really bad backache. Really bad backache. That's where the running joke about asking Greg to buy me a new mattress comes from, by the way. If any of you ever seen any of the guys do that, that's where it comes from, because I've got a really bad back. And I've got a bad back in general, but I'm always like, oh, I'm sure my life would be so much better if I just got that brand new Emma mattress, or the John, Joan and Jicky one, or the lion with a mane one, or the whichever one it is I've decided this week will solve world hunger, bring peace to us all. Little Miss Naive believes every single advert she sees. Oh, I'm glad you're feeling better though, Nacelia. Brave you. I couldn't have moved. Honestly, last week I couldn't move. I had one day where I was in bed, I think, bar about 4 hours all day. I was proper flattened. Oh, horrible, horrible. And then Greg, love him, he's had to do all the cooking. I could crawl downstairs and make myself a jug of coffee, because you've got to keep your fluids up, and I had to keep myself up. I literally had to come and sit in here, even if I was doing nothing, because it's an ergonomic chair and it supports my back, and I couldn't lie in bed. I was saying to Greg, I just want to go back to sleep, but my back hurts. So I was feeling thoroughly sorry for myself, darlings. As my mate said to me, I know you must be proper poorly. You're not streaming, because I always stream. It normally cheers me up, but I was not having it last week. Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit tissues. No. I have gone nowhere without a pocket full of tissues or a toilet roll strategically attached to me somewhere. It's been a look. It's been a look. It really has. Hey, Hob, how are you feeling, mate? Hob came down as well. There seems to be some kind of shitty-ass bug going around the UK right now. Sorry, I'm just putting this on because I realised I can't hear you when things happen. Oh, that's quite loud, actually. Have I turned this up? Yes, I've turned it up. That's all right. I'll turn that down a little bit. That's a little on the loud side for my poor noggin to cope with. That's it. It's the best thing you can do, mate. I am on... let me see. Oh, Nacelia, give a girl a moment! Where have I got to? I have been re-watching Blessed Clone Wars, and I'm on season 3, episode 8. I started watching them on Saturday I started watching them. That's how little action there has been in this household. I really wanted to watch Lord of the Rings, because the Lord of the Ring books are just over there. That's all I wanted to watch. I don't have them scanned because I lost a load of stuff when my NAS drive went down just before we moved, and so there's a load of stuff gone missing, and the Lord of the Rings extended versions is one of them, and I didn't have the energy to go downstairs and get the DVDs. I literally sat here pining for Lord of the Rings. It was all I wanted, Lord of the Rings. I could have sat here happily with Lord of the Rings. Still haven't watched them. I'm hoping that this is being nice to me. I'm hoping, darlings. Be kind. Well, there's my vitamin C. Oh! Oh, excuse you, sir. Oh! Oh! I've not missed that. Thank you, Nacelia. Welcome back to you as well. Oh, that wasn't the digit I wanted to stick up in the air, but I'm being polite. Oh, I still feel rotten. I still don't feel myself. But it's so nice to have somebody to talk to. Every now and again I would find myself looking at Stitch, because I have a Stitch dangling below my camera to remind me where to look instead of looking off here. Getting so irate with myself editing the 10-minute challenges, seeing that I'm looking off screen. I'm getting angry with myself. But what was I going to say? Also this happens all the time. I fade out. So if I stop talking to you, please don't take it personally. You know, not quite, not 100%, not yet. I actually had to take migraine stuff yesterday, first time ever, because I was put on preventative rather than treating the actual, but they've taken me off the preventative, and now I have migraine stuff until I'm clear of the preventative, and then they can start potentially another thing. Well, I was disappointed. I didn't get any zooming, flying, whizzy stuff. No dragons appeared. No hallucinations. I feel a bit let down, if I'm honest. But it meant I could finish portioning off my meat because I went to Costco yesterday. I will not be defeated. I needed to leave the house. I was going to do a little reel for Instagram. I'm trying to do more Instagram. I might still edit it together and see if I can put it on reels. I did a whole we went out thing. Like a proper content creator. Go on, find me something to influence you on. I'll become an influencer too. I heartily influence you all to have a cuppa and a nice sit down. There you go. So, what's been happening with you? What have you been doing? How have you been? I need to know all. Haven't heard a thing. Oh, and happy birthday to Debsy. I don't know if she's here. Even if she isn't, she can rewatch it and hear that I sang a happy birthday, Debsy. Happy birthday, Debsy. Happy birthday. There you go. That's my energy spent. Fucking shattered, mate. Oh my goodness. Another thing I did discover as well, Lucozade and Chili Heatwave Doritos. Don't do it. Don't do it. Quite unwell I was. Quite unwell. So unwell I didn't finish the packet. Did finish the Lucozade though, because it's good for you when you're proper poorly. What was I going to say? Yes. Yeah, we've been waiting for that to finish, Harb. But I'm on my massive build-up to Ahsoka right now. Hence the Clone Wars was my go-to. So I'm building up through it. And now we're in season 3. It starts to get chunky. Ahsoka started to get visions now and all this kind of stuff. So it's really good. Hey, baby boy. Hello. I've confused Creature completely because I've moved the snacks. Because when I'm in my smaller frame picture, you can see this drawer. So we have a hidden guest. A little sneaky guest. You can see his paws right now. You'll never guess who it is. Notice I put green lights on in the background. Because super green, ill. Oh, lipstick. See, I've forgotten how to do all this. I was sat there yesterday and I was trying to put makeup on. Could I remember? Could I fuck? Honest to Betsy. Greg just kept staring at me and I'm going, I can't remember how to do makeup. He's like, you don't have to go out. I'm like, I'm going out. I need to leave the house. I'm such a drama queen. Let me find me. Hello, Adelina. Hello, you? Are you good? Are you well? Are you happy? Are you violent? Are we peeing on anybody's lawn? All of these things and more I need to know.
Coffee. 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 Coffee.
Clinkies. That is so weird. I've got one set of sounds coming out of the speakers and another set coming out of my earpod. Very peculiar. What are you doing? No. Lie down. I mean it, creature. That's not for you. Lie down. Oh, but that boy jumps at my every word. Down. Amen. Yes, so I put a box of snacks that I got from Costco on the floor over there temporarily, and Creature found it and was having a little bit of a snuffle. They're not even food I give him, so he's just being naughty. Hey, Lady Death. Hello, darlings. Oh, thank you. I've missed you all so much. Apart from when I was comatose, drifting in and out, watching an awful lot of Luxaria. Thoroughly enjoyed that, actually. Love me some Luxaria. And tons and tons of Clone Wars. And yes, I just kind of nerded and geeked out all over the LGBTQ community over the last week or so. Oh my goodness, don't you get some lippy on? Da 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 la. Right. Mwah. Cool. My nose better not get snotty until that's dried off. You finished? I'm going to do mine today. I'm going to finish off. It's sort of the outside I need to do today. I think the inside I pretty much got down. I was actually really pleased how the inside came out. I felt much better once I reorganised it so it was to size. Because honestly, I felt like I was lying to you all about like I was living in a mansion and everything. I was getting myself so wound up. A fucking anxiety is a weird shitting thing, man. It's an attempt at lipstick. Oh, where's my face gone? Oh, there I am. I won't lie, I'm ever so pleased I've got this new camera thing set up that my friend gave me, because the back lighting effect of it really does mean I don't have to have my direct light on. That's a relief. I'm really not feeling it today. I'm not sure if I totally kicked that migraine into touch yesterday or not, but we'll see. I might not do a full length stream today. Stop laughing. I know I say that on occasion, but I don't think I will today. I haven't got a huge amount to do on the house. It's mainly landscaping-y stuff and sorting out the garage, which I need to fill with clutter. But yes, so I'm probably not going to need to take as long, and I think it's probably a good idea just to ease into it. I've got a lovely chicken stew happening downstairs, which I made earlier from my ill-gotten gains from Costco. So yeah, feeling it. I am on my way, absolutely. Until about 3 hours ago, I was feeling top of the world. And then I went downstairs and started cooking, and I started overheating. I was having flushes. I had to go up and change my top twice. It was ridiculous. Oh, she reached an age. Am I getting flushes? Am I getting the menopause? Am I? My bit's going to fall out. I don't know. Let's find out. It'll happen over time. Oh, I've gone really echoey now. What's happened there? Let's have a fiddle. Are you guys getting any kind of echoage? Yes, I'm looking forward to seeing all your shells. We're about halfway through the month already, darlings. Already. Yep, so the shell, just a couple of people I know had asked questions, so I just wanted to confirm. The purpose of the shell is that you build within the sand, if you will, because in the UK we live in semi-detached or detached or terraced houses or flats or apartments. I'm sure like everybody else does. So I live in a semi. So one side of my house is connected to my next door neighbour, that side. The other side, because the street's at a bit of an angle, my neighbour is quite close to me at one part and then a bit further away at another part because of the angle. So we're quite lucky. We've got a straight plot. Love it. We don't get all that funny anglage. We literally got the dogs can run straight down the end of the garden, bark at nothing, come back. We don't have to worry about them going, into funny bits. We've had gardens, believe me. Funny bits is not an inefficient term for what we've suffered through. But yeah, so basically, I'm envisaging that you have got this plot of land and you can go up as high as you can, down as far as you want, but as long as you don't cross the borders, the garden gates, if you will. The plot, if you go into the sand, I'm afraid you've knocked my neighbour's house down. So that was the whole purpose of it. I don't know if that was very clear. If you have knocked my neighbour's house down, I don't really care, to be honest with you, as long as it looks fabulous. But that was the purpose. That was where we were going, wasn't it, Creature, my love? Creature is glowing green under here. It's so funny. Oh, you my little green monster. Yes, you're the Incredible Hulk of Whippets. Yeah. He's winking at me. I'm a sucker for a whippet wink. Anyway, where was I? Yes, so, there. I'm really getting an echo here, guys. What's going on? Why have I suddenly got this echo? So peculiar. Oh, hang on a second. Wait a second. And is that better or worse? Is it better or worse? Sorry, it was a little gag for those glasses wearers there. Yes, I seem to be getting a little bit of an echo. Maybe I'll just turn it down and hope for the best, eh? Just lift that up a little bit. Okay. Well, I'm not going to let it get me down. I might have an echo. But hey, who cares? Who cares? So you guys have filled me full of gossip. I feel like I've known all your lives. Eee! So what's been happening in the really real world? Well, we did have an update, didn't we? And I've not had a chance because it came out the last day of our streaming, which is last Tuesday, I believe. But, oh great, no, there we go. Sorry, it was just having a bit of a moment. I've started using Ecosia as a search engine because they plant trees and it's taking me a little bit of time to get used to it. It's still within Chrome, so I still get the Chrome facility, but it's through Ecosia, so we got a little bit more, loveliness for nature. Bit of loveliness for nature. Trying to give something back, I suppose. That's it. Thank you, Adelina. That was actually what I was aiming for, but, words. So we did have that update come through. Let me just quickly look it up. Poor Ecosia is trying to work out what the hell I'm talking about. No. Sims 4. Kits update. Are you going to tell me or not? Oh, God. Seriously. Seriously, guys. Couldn't you just? Have you seen the designs? Have you seen them? Let's go. I'm sure you have, but we're going to do this now. Because, yeah, very, very retro feel, isn't it? I saw Simsy talking about it. And the vibe of it is very, very old school pattern, isn't it? Very old school 60s, 70s vibe. And this is normally what we're stuck with for a couple of months now, isn't it? But yes, so we've got 4 new and unique kits and a hot update. So, what do we reckon, guys? Well, fair enough, Adelina. Fair enough. You don't have to care, darling. I must admit, I am not a huge kit fan. I do tend, and I will admit there may have been an entire day of CC shopping that happened while I was away. Yoinks. So I don't really bother with the kits because I can do CC shopping. But I do find it interesting if they're going to put home stuff out, because of the shell builds and everything. I try to avoid CC for the home because there's no way everybody can have the same CC, especially not since I've discovered a lot more people to get CC from. Anywho, watch The Sims fall over when I try and launch it later. Oh, excuse me. Oh, my tea's gone cold. While I've been ill, I've got really off cold drinks. And then, unless they're like, I fell asleep and forgot about it and then iced almost, then we love it. Yeah, so there's not really a huge amount to see here, is there? It's really not terribly exciting. We just know that there's 4 new things coming. Do we know if they're... Hey, Temp, how you doing, babes? Thank you, darling. How's the cold fest at your house going? Are you all happily giving it backwards and forwards to each other? I don't know. Just looking at the new announcement which came out last week, unfortunately while I was streaming, and then the next day I was ill, which is that we're getting more kits. But I mean, I do feel like people are trying to screw me over for money. I've said it, I'll say it. I feel like I'm being screwed over for money. And I feel my feelings, not necessarily reflective of anything that's in actuality, we all know anxiety, but I feel that the kits are just a way of breaking down releases to make more money off them. We don't need kits. What you could give us is a larger, more substantial, brain just farted. Like you've got the middle ground, you know. Kits really. Oh, it's only a £5, it's only £4. It's only no. It all adds up, and people don't have the money. A lot of the people I know don't. That's why people go to get CC. You're not going to entice people to spend what money they have on kits unless you're going to come up with something pretty substantial. And that's why maybe they should be focused on giving us stuff that is more of the chunky end, less kits, more a something. A solid something, the library set, and you get a ton of bookshelves. You get maybe a librarian job. You maybe get, it doesn't even have to be one you go to, it could just be an add-on, you know what I mean, just another one in the long list of stuff. All of this stuff could still happen, and it could be the size of 2 or 3 kits, and people are more likely to spend a tenner on that than they are £15 on 3 kits where they don't get any new jobs, they don't get anything substantial, they don't get all of the extras, they just get a few bits of clutter. And I'm just feeling like they're going down the wrong route. I feel like they're clutching. It's like, look, the base game's free now. And for those of you that had already bought the base game, well, we have given you a freebie. And yes, great, I loved that. It was a lovely touch. I bought The Sims so long ago, it really wouldn't have been a problem for me that they made the base game free, because that's been and gone, darling. I've slept since then, as a young man I know says very regularly. So, yeah, I'm feeling a little bit neg. I will admit I'm a bit neg towards this. But if they come up with something huge in the hot update that's a free huge something, and then the kits tie into that, so maybe do we get something related to them leaving university? You know? I don't know how you can do pre-adult, so I'm not sure if that would work, because really we want pre-teen and we want a reasonable retirement section. We want a fun retirement section, not just a now you're old section. Do you get my drift? So that's kind of where I see the potentials. So, I mean, that was my first thought when it said take me home, and you've got all these boxes and books and hoodies and stuff. My first thought was, is this something to do with leaving uni? But I can't work out how that would work out. So I think maybe I'm thinking too big. What do you think? Of course, darling. It's because everybody bats it back to you, love. Oh. No, it is very open, isn't it? It's not really giving us an awful lot, apart from that's a lot of patterning. A lot of patterning going on there. Not my vibe. I am very much more of the 90s plain walls, pretty pictures kind of gal. Or, well, 2000s probably more, isn't it? But yeah, I'm a plain wall pat with nice pictures girl, not a wallpaper. I'm not a say something wall person. Sorry. I should probably mute, shouldn't I? It sounds disgusting. Ugh. So yes, so I don't know. Watch them come out with something stupendous and I'll have to eat my words. And you know what? If they come out with something stupendous, I will happily munch on my words. I will happily do it. I don't care. I am absolutely fine with a apology. As long as they realise we're always watching, EA, always watching. We always want something good to come of what we have here. And right now, not sure. Laundry list, April 11th. Top community concerns being addressed. I didn't see this before I went into my hiatus, so I'm going to have a quick look at this. Sims still holds fear of being afraid of the dark after being cured. I've actually downloaded something that's supposed to get rid of a lot of these fears, which I've not had a chance to look at yet. And we won't have a chance to look at today, because today I am going to be mainly doing build. Words! So yeah, yes, I did. I did go a bit CC happy, I will freely admit. It took me half an hour to sort it all into folders after I downloaded it all. I think it was pretty epic. It really was. Do you want to have a look? Do you want to see what I got? Come on, let's launch The Sims 4 and watch it fall over in a dead faint at my feet. I haven't launched it today. I was hoping to do some editing, but time was not on my side. Ooh. Ooh, what's happening? Oh no, I think we're launching. It's okay, we're launching. Oh, it feels like so long since I've been in here. This poor curtain's a bit mangled. You can see where the dogs come in. Oh my goodness. Let's just do a new game. Hey, Lady Death. I'm just going to show off a little bit of the CC I got the other day. It was an epic amount of CC. No thanks. Seriously, I did just click that. Oh, hello, you're pretty. Oh, who does she remind me of? Oh, it's a TikToker. Oh, I can't remember her name, but she reminds me of her. Let's have a look and see. Right, if I go in, let's grab, you watch, I've gotten 0 tops. Custom content.
You are short, you are awful, and that is never gonna change.
Thank you, dear. So that's a new one. I like this top, actually. That is really nice. Where have you gone? Where have you gone? Yeah, that's got loads of colours too. That's a pretty one. I may have accidentally fallen down the Columbia hole. For those of you wondering what a Columbia hole is, it mainly involves tap dancing and screaming, Eddie! But yes, somebody did a Columbia outfit and I had to. I simply had to. So if I copy truths, let's go back into content, custom, and then I want, will it show me shorts? Yeah, so there's the shorts. And then there were also, sure there were shoes, sure there were shoes, sure there were, surely there were shoes. No, did I not download the shoes? I thought I did, but things do get kind of mixed up a bit, don't they? There you go. Tap, tappa, tappa. Tappa, tappa, tappa. There we are. Columbia. I just love the shorts, actually, to be fair. I love the shorts, I love the top, the fact that it's a Columbia outfit is just amazing. Okay, so yeah, so what else did we get? Let's have a look. I was trying to be very good and stick to the gaps, so children and men's clothing, so I tried not to get too much for women. But I did get some very pretty stuff. Oh, this is all stuff I don't use very often, actually, to be fair. I got a lot of hairdos as well. Oh, I think I got that a while back, didn't I? No, that's an older one, isn't it? I tell you what, let's have a quick look at hair, because I did do a fair old amount in hair. Maybe not that one, eh? Let's go into content, custom content. So let's see. Let's just take that hat off for a minute. You'll still look good without it, I promise. Quite a few new long hairs, because I thought, you know, we can always chop and change them. So I do like a lot of my men in the longer hair, we know this. But yeah, so I got kind of a few different ones, which just I thought looked a bit more fun, you know. It's a Karen on a woman, but an emo kid on a man. Isn't that unfair? Evil, evil. Let's go. It's oh no! I was worried it was lemon. It's not. It's got spots. It's banana. Banana. Yay! I can tell I haven't had these for a while. They all taste well strong. Oh, banana doesn't come up as sour, does it? No, I'm just apparently unable to eat sweets now. Dude, Adelina, seriously? By the way, did you notice our special little hidden guest over here? Anyway, I think these are all ones I've had for a while. So I tried to just get some that were a little bit outside of my normal comfort zone. But I thought that was quite fun because you can go mermaid with it. You can kind of go a bit kind of dracky or just really cute. So I thought that was fun. Also, you're going to love it, of course, because it's a high up, isn't it? But yeah, so I just tried to get something that was just a bit... Oh, and I did have a bit of a 90s moment. Yep, I got the Christina dirty hair. So... There you go. Couldn't resist it when I saw it. I just thought that was cute. I really thought that was cute, and I thought that was a really cool hairstyle across the board. Do you know what I mean? It's not limited to being a bit young or a bit old or whatever. I just thought that was really lovely. And that's gorgeous. We know I don't like to see any natural colouring at all. But yes, I just saw some really interesting colour mixes in there, especially as we're doing obviously a colour-based challenge. It'll be really handy to be able to sort of chop and change things, give haircuts a bit more depth. So yeah, and just look at that. Isn't that just a beautiful hair? Isn't that gorgeous? It's just so pretty. And you know, you wear it like that and you think, oh my goodness, that is just so young and cool and artist or something. And then you've got it like that and you're just sort of thinking, oh, that's a little bit tricksy. Where are we going with that? That's an updo for the one we saw earlier. But then you've just got older lady vibes. Wish I could just stick a couple of colouring pencils in there. That would be perfect for an artsy vibe. So yeah, so I sort of had a really good chunder around with my hairstyles. I was getting bored with my hairdos, guys. I thought it'd be quite nice if you have somebody who lives by the beach. Sort of a quasi-Bo Derek. That's probably a name you don't know. And this, I had to have this old school vintage Hollywood glam. Isn't that just beautiful? I love that. I love that. Yeah, I am converted. I have to say, absolutely converted, Adelina. Just some absolutely beautiful hairs out there. There's this just little kind of mini Wednesday vibe. That, just a really simple hairdo. And you know, sometimes you don't get simple hairdos, you know. They're a bit OTT. But yeah, and some of these are kind of asexual. They can kind of go both ways, if you know what I mean. But yes, and then just some really pretty ones. I don't have the ears for that, but I just thought the hairstyle itself was quite pretty. Bit of volume to it. Really natural colours on that one. I mean, they have got pinks and stuff, but they're quite muted, if I remember rightly. They're not too bad, actually. That I love. The only thing I was a bit worried about, and oh, it is a bit clippy, a little bit clippy, but the shorter do's, gorgeous. I don't have many bobs. I have to say, I am a bob-free zone. So it was quite nice to pick up a couple of bobs, a wavy one and a short one. Really heavy fringe on that one. I thought it was gorgeous. A couple of more bobs. Like I say, I really was a bit kind of like, I must get more bobs. This is just ridiculous. How can I not have any mid-length hair, you know? And I love this! You can have it with or without. Isn't that just crazy curly hair? I absolutely love it. Obviously, it's aimed at darker skinned lovelies, but hence the slightly more limited palette. But I think that is gorgeous. They're never going to well, they're not never going to quite get curly hair right. They haven't quite got to the point of getting curly hair right, but I think that's a fun way of looking at it. And got some more hairdos there, and then yes, I know. I start off trying to do more natural stuff, and then I go silly. But yeah, look at that. I love that. A lot of these come with accessories as well. So where there's bands and stuff on them, I think the bands are in accessories, so you can go in and put in what you want. But I was so chuffed with my haulage, darlings. Chuffed with my haulage. These are a little bit more plastic, admittedly, but I think that's just because of the styling that's put into them. Absolutely ridiculous length, but I just thought that looked so fairy tale, you know? So I'm trying to spin her, and instead I'm making her belly bigger. You know, you sort of feel like a princess with that kind of hair. And then you've just got some really kind of basic-y, but then they got daft colours, which I love. I love that. Looks even better with that colouring, actually. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? Yeah, absolutely. Very much a kind of princessy vibe. I think I've ever done a princess challenge. But you're so going to the ball with a big bear on stilts there, aren't you? Gorgeous. And then that one, which is just absolutely clucking farts. I love it. Very anime hair, but I couldn't resist it. I mean, look at the craziness. And then that's just so beautiful. And again, that has got some accessories, which are in the accessory section. I had to go a little bit crazy. There we go. White girl dreads. White girl plaits. I thought that was just a beautiful look. And then obviously just got some of these, because I think these can be very asexual, some of these. Not all of them, but some of them. I think that's pretty. Isn't that gorgeous? So yeah, I had much fun. Much fun was had. Much stupidness occurred. And I was a happy camper. Okay, I get it. Cool. Well, I've certainly got the hairs for it now. Yes, that looks a bit weird without the accompanying bits, doesn't it? I like that one. Let's put that one in with that. Okay, so. Grab me, man. Well, that's easy enough for you to say, dude. Go back in there. Try to see. Not strong. Gorgeous. Da-da. So there we go. Sometimes I find that for men it just sits so low down on their forehead. I kind of want to pump their foreheads up. It's like they're flattened. But I think some of these hairdos will be comfortable for men with long hair. And no, he still looks like a Karen. It's emo kid. Sorry about the eyebrows. I'm not entirely sure what went wrong there. Let's try matching the hair again. No? Let's try going for black eyebrows. There we have it. But there we go. So, I mean, like I said, a lot of the hairstyles I was envisaging on men were actually pretty much unisex. So you've seen them all, really. Like I said, I find sometimes the men's hair just sits too low down. You don't always realise until you see a more feminine look applied. Oh, that doesn't look too bad. There we go. Okay, let's have a quick nose at close before we start doing some actual work. Right. Don't think I got any suits, did I? No. See. No, I think I had that before. Maybe it was all kids stuff. Maybe I ignored the men again. Yeah, I ignored men. Okay, let's age you down, shall we? Can we age him down? I haven't got Cass on, so no, I'll just add. Let's add a little dinkum on. Do 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 do. Yeah, gorgeous. I don't think there is that much out there yet for kids. I'm trying to see if I got anything. I think actually that's just a man's hat, isn't it? That looks weird. It's kind of just coloured him in a bit, hasn't it? Da-da-da. Da-da-da. Get any accessories? I thought I got some glasses. I don't think it's those ones. Maybe it was the older children I got glasses for. I didn't really look at accessories, did I? Let's have a look at clothes. Let's see. Okay then, so I got that. Isn't that just adorable? You got plain clothes. Look. Just adorable. Couldn't resist. And some jeans. She's got little cracks on the front, but you can't see them because they've rolled over. Or maybe I didn't. Here we are. That's it. Do you know me? My kids live and die in jeans. My adults live and die in jeans. What do you mean jeans aren't fashionable? Wrong. So yeah. And I think that's it for infants. But how about we age them up? We can't. I'd have to add. Oh no, here we go. Lovely. Okay. That's an old one. That might be. I think that's a new one. Which again was just a case of, oh my god, how adorable are you? And trues. No, we've already seen those. And then no, we've already had that one. So did we look? Oh, hang on a second. Sorry, I'm literally going through everything because I've completely forgotten what I got. So, you know. Children! I think I got some teenage stuff as well. You alright, mate? See. No, I think I already had all this, didn't I? I got so many clothes. Who the hell did I get them for? Is my question. Maybe I didn't move them all over. Oh, there you go. Cute, huh? So cute! Oh, I love that. Utterly adorable. Okay, and then... Yeah, because I was having a bit of an existential crisis about the fact that I dress my teens like, you know, middle-aged men. So I was having a look at custom content. I just don't see... I got so much stuff. I think maybe I'm just assuming it's all going to come to the bottom. Isn't that cute? Isn't that cute? An alien's top. Love it. And then bottoms. Maybe it was all girl stuff I got. Maybe that's why. I do tend to ignore the men, don't I? Hideous person that I am. Okay. Full body. Nah, nothing there. That's cute. Get rid of a couple of ton of those accessories if you don't mind. See, a lot of this stuff is going to be stuff we looked at briefly before, isn't it? Because you've got the... Love that jumper. Oh, and that. This has got a few different ones in it. I thought fun cut off. No. I don't know. I feel like I found so much more. I think that's new. That's new as well. Here we go. Those trues. Don't sit as nicely as they look on the pic, unfortunately. Very short skirt. Love. And then I just thought they were so fun. You can obviously get in different colours, different styles. But I thought that was quite cute as well. So there you go. There we are, my dears. There was a lot of clothes bought. A lot of clothes. This poor girl is stick thin, isn't she? Bless her cottons. I need to feed this one. Okay then. So that was basically what I did one day while I was off. I was a chronic shopper. And there we have it. And like I said, the other thing I did get was I got something that is supposed to avoid... It's a mod that's supposed to avoid some of the fears. Let me just quickly yoink my documents over and see if I can see the one I plumped for. See, I have got TMX all cheats. Sorry, argument I had with myself that I was sure I had the thing that puts all the cheats on automatically for you, and yet I was still having to do that, but maybe I just need to re-download that whole thing again. I do keep trying to refresh all of my TMX stuff, but I think sometimes, especially with all the huge changes that have come in, it's just you don't realise how much everything has changed, you know. Let me just see, where am I? I had it in front of me a second ago and then I got chatting about TMX. So it's called TYR No Fear Dark Buff. So I thought I'd give that a try because I was just getting a bit worn down by the amount of fears that kept throwing up all over the shop. So yeah, that could be fun to do. But anyway, I am going to abandon this new perfectly coiffed family and head back off to the main menu and see if I can remember what the bloody hell I was doing with this build. I've also did do a little bit of play on my 100 Baby Challenge because I'm trying to work out my own challenge, version of the challenge. So I have been working on that, and I think quietly, I think I'm starting to get it. I'm just trying to work out if I should make any specific deaths a part of it, or if I should just say, you know, you need to pick at least 2 or 3 of each kind. I don't know. I'm still trying to work it out. My head really wasn't in the game for that. So, yeah, there we have it. But anyway, where we have a Willow Creek. Is that Willow Creek? No. Oh my God. Yes. Well, that's isn't it though? Wasn't it? Let's mosey on. Where did I put my house? I thought it was Windenburg, was it? There it is. April Shell. Okay. I'm fucking knackered, mate. So I'm going to have some Heatwave Doritos and create all the boogers. Right. So this is my house. Or as new as I can get it. Notice the obligatory pile of laundry in front of the washing machine because yikes, this is stronger than I remembered. Oh darlings, I say. Right, I, for the life of me, can't remember what colour the floor is in there, so I'm just going to put this in. Right. So we're going to do the outside of the house today. So let's get this put up. Now, strange fun thing about my house, I don't have a roof. You laugh, especially those of you that have seen my 10-minute challenge recently. I genuinely don't have a roof. It's a flat roof, and that's what's causing lots of problems. But it has got some little rimming around it, so I'm gonna rim it. Ha ha! Yeah. Now, what's that sticking up the top? What are you? Had you on top of there, didn't I? Let's get these little things put on, these little lovely things that make me cheat. Oh, there it is. Hang on a second. No, just go back. Go there. Stop. And I'll click on that. That's what we wanted. Crunchy and hot. I think I hear an ice cream van outside. Bloody hell. Is it actually summer? Let's just copy and paste, eh? Da 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 da. Come on, you know you all want to sing along with the chorus. Ba 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 ba. Oh dear, that wasn't what I wanted to do, was it? I wanted to do that. That's it. Okay. Let's grab this. I am so slow at this. This is why I tend to type a lot of it, because actually, for some reason, I have become the world's slowest copy paster. There we are, that's them all in. Okay, so let me just turn you that way. Are you still poking through? There you are. I suppose what I could do, maybe shrink it down a little. That might work a bit better. That's it, perfect. Okay, cool. So I am going to have to put a little row of sort of boundary around there. Actually, I wonder if that's a little too high. Maybe I should have gone with the littlest one. Okay. The only thing with using these nudie walls is they always put such big old chunky boundary things on them, don't they? I really don't want anything at all. Glass pane trim. Oh no, not at all. I really don't want it to stick out, if you'll excuse the expression. Is there a way to remove it? Doesn't look like it, does there? Unless I do... Oh, that'll have to do. What colours do we have? That'll do. Right, lovely. So, Sorry, I didn't realise how cluttered my room looked, but it was the angle I was at. I just need a picture of my house. No, 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 no. Come on. Right. Is that my old house? That's my old house. Oh, that's strange. I thought I took a picture there. Oh, I mustn't have done. I thought I took some pictures on a date, but I didn't. So what I'm going to do instead... Where am I? Where am I? Where am I? Dee, dee, dee. There we go. Oh. Why am I not able to do that anymore? Oh my goodness. Well, I'll be. The last time Google Maps came round was while we were living here. Oh! Well, I'll be. We have actually got a much chunkier ridge than I thought we had. So let's go and put like that maybe. Actually, yes, that's it. Let's do that. Now.
Coffee, 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 coffee.
Clinkies. Dinner tonight is chicken casserole with big old chunky veg and potatoes. What about you guys? Our Easter was not last weekend, it was the weekend before. So, oh, that's long gone now. Did anybody else celebrate Easter last weekend? I know not every area of Christianity celebrates the same time. No, my friends just started working at a school. Fair enough, darling. And it was Greg's birthday weekend for me. And poor Greg had this cold that I had, so bless his carton socks. So I spent the weekend force feeding him cream eggs and loads of stuff I made for him. And yeah, we just hung out at home, cuddles and telly and gaming, and it was nice actually. Nice weekend. Now, I am looking for something quite popular in the UK, not sure about the rest of the world, but it's called Pebble Dashed. I don't know if it's something the Sims have ever done. Well, it's one of the 2 major holidays in the UK where the shops close. So we have Good Friday off as a public holiday. We then have Easter Saturday, Easter Sunday, everything is closed. Everything is closed apart from essential places like to get a bottle of milk or baby formula, you know what I mean? Those kind of little corner shops, they can stay open. Garages can stay open because they're for emergencies, like filling up gas and that kind of thing, rather than actual mechanical garages. Petrol stations, that's what I'm looking for. But yeah, most places though are closed. McDonald's are closed, all that kind of good stuff. Supermarkets are closed. And then on Good Easter Monday, everybody normally panics and goes back to the shops. But that's a public holiday in the UK as well. I know people, we used to go away with friends, or we would go to families for the weekend, just take advantage of the long weekend, you know, sort of cheats holiday. People would book maybe a day before and a day after off, or the children's public holidays, like school holidays, sorry, are normally either side of Easter weekend. So they'll be off for the week before and then the week after. So most parents try and get some extra days off then as well. So yeah, it tends to be family time more than anything. but from my perspective, not religious. I don't go to church or anything like that. People do have like organised egg hunts and stuff like that, but mainly it's a case of shoving as many Easter eggs down your throat as possible. Although my mum and dad, they buy the girls, my nieces, they buy them clothes. Because for a long time, neither of the girls could eat chocolate. Their tummies just found it too rich. It's all changed now, but mum and dad are in a routine. They get them clothes for Easter, so yeah. I think the royal family do something religious, but yeah. What do I know? I know nothing of this religious stuff. Yeah, there really isn't anything that looks... Let's have a look under this. I might have to do something that looks like rather than is pebble dashing, I think. Is pebble dashing something that people have in other countries? Is it just a peculiarly British thing? Oh, excuse me, it's making my nose run. Oh no, that's far too big. About that. Nope, too big. Oh, that's frustrating. What about this? Is that mosaic-ish? How annoying. How does one replicate a pebble dash in The Sims? Answers on a postcard, please. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm back. Oh my goodness. What about you, Adelina? How do you celebrate Easter? Are there any British people on? Can you tell me what you would use for a pebble dash? Oof, how annoying. Oh, I wish it didn't have the stripe on it though. No. No. It's not at all, is it? Not at all, not at all. Yeah. Adelina, I was quite intrigued when you said you were searching for the light. That threw me completely. I think I might just go with rock, to be honest with you. It's probably got the right mix of greys in it. So, I don't think I'm ever going to get it 100% right. Okay. So that needs to be darker. Oh, pity's sake. So that one? Go from dark colour, that's probably about right. And then I need to do the same thing here. That one? Is it that one? Yeah. And then there. So I've got a little bit above my door, which I need to also put in. Right. That's a point. Excuse me. Is that 2 or 1 I just did there? I only want to move you up 1. Why are you being such a pain in my arse? Okay, let me undo that. I'm not entirely sure I did what I thought I was doing. Right. Move this up 1. Oh, good grief, magic! So mean, So mean. Probably a good thing given how hot my mouth currently is from my chili wave Doritos. I know, I'm pathetic. Oh, is this going to cane me like the orange did earlier? Let's see. Tropicalish, I'd say. Possibly passion fruit. Not sour. A bit tart, but not sour. Pleasant. Thank you. Purple! How's that look? Too pale a purple? Should we go a darker purple? Let me grab hold of me app. Love an app. Have I mentioned I love an app? I think that's a better purple. That's the purple you're getting. Purple! Beautiful. Right. The front of my house is very ugly, I have to say. It really is a very ugly looking house. It was, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but basically it was a bit of an experiment that they did in designing the houses a little bit more differently than they had before, in that they were why am I not getting anything out of that? Why is it not going up anywhere? Walls back up, put walls back up, go up. Right, okay. So, what I'm trying to do is I want to bring this up so I've got to step up into the house, but for some reason... Wild and wacky noises from the game there. Oh, Lady Death, you changed colour in between those two comments. I know what I've done wrong. No. I thought I could do it from there. But I can't. That's annoying. I'm sure this is how I did it. No, don't want to bulldoze. You can do whatever you want with the house. Oh God, it's moving the whole thing. I only want... Okay, I know what I'll do. I finally worked out what's going wrong. Okay, I am going to get rid of that. Yeah, I mean, basically the whole thing of this is that we want it. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to delete part of this build so it'll do what I actually want it to do. Let's get rid of that. There we go. Cool. Okay. Let's see. Because I was going to have to change that anyway. Perfect. Got there. Thanks for your help there, darling. Oh, that was getting quite annoying, it was. That's fine. I don't need to do anything with that. Oh, excuse me. It was better I let it go very cold. So yeah, the whole purpose was that you would remain true to the land it was on, but on that land you could do what you wanted. You could have built from that top corner there to the bottom corner down here. As long as that sand bit was left as it was, you were fine. So really it was just a bit of having a bit of fun redeveloping a house in a limited parameters, you know. Anybody need the loo yet? I'm feeling headachy. Okay, I'm going to take a break in a minute when Gregor gets home. Oh my goodness. Scary. So I wonder, genuine question here by the way guys, non-judgmental, genuine question. Are carpeted stairs not popular in the rest of the world? Because in the UK people do have carpeted stairs, but in The Sims you can't. So do you think that's just a practical thing within The Sims, or do you think that it's just one of those strange little quirks the UK has? Right. What can I do with this? Right. Oh. So, platform. Here we are, foundations. That's what I want, because actually it's more like a seal round the house than an actual colour, but I will need to change at the front, because at the front it's your proper step. There we are, right. Oh no, I don't want you to do the whole thing. I just want a step. Oh darn it, are you going to be a pain in my arse? Oh, you see now that? Oh, that's just got rid of it altogether. That's actually where I wanted the step. Sorry. Oh, there we go. Wonderful. And then round the back. Actually, in that case, that might be better if I've got that one. But do we have that? Of course you don't have it in black. That would have been exactly what I wanted. Yeah, let's do that. Right. That looks much better. There. Oh, okay, I'll leave it like that. Because I think you do step straight into the door there, whereas at the front of the house you have got a little sort of actually white, but for some reason it's coming up very grey there. I'm gonna let that keep me awake. Yeah, man, fuck. So, oh, that looks more like a step, doesn't it? Yeah. Oh, that's much better. Yes, happy, happy camper. Oh, I see. I just, honestly, I do wonder sometimes with The Sims whether it's a practicality thing, a programming thing, or a fashion thing, you know? Always fascinates me. Right, so that's the front. Still never got the windows exactly how I wanted them, but I'm not going to let it keep me awake at night. There is a little, oops, dangly over bit, which I did mention before. Lovely. Right, so I wonder where I'd put that. Probably be in decorations, maybe. How does it look? Let me get the picture back in front of me. So I might be able to get away with this, just putting like a little shelf in. Oh, well, I'll be. That's actually yellow. Oh! They have got random little yellow bits. Random little yellow bits in my house. Out front. What's that? I don't know. Let's put a random little yellow bit on it. Like that. It's not yellow, I know, but it'll do me. So let's go into here and let's go probably storage. Yeah. No. And that does not give me what I'm looking for. Shelf. Just shelf, not shelving kids' furniture, just shelf, literally. Oh. Couldn't you just shelf? Displays, maybe? There we are, the Immaculate. And that's actually the same height as that. Put that there. Oh, I see, yeah. Darn it. Okay, never mind. See, the thing is, it goes across about that level. And then above it, we have got a little decoration-y thing, which looks like it merges with the door. Let's have a look. Column-y things. No. Apparently we're just going to argue with me all the way through. So I actually want you to go in a specific place for me, please. Let's try move objects on, see if that's falling off again. Right. Anyhow, let's see if we can do this now. No, it's not going to let me do it with columns, is it? Okay, let's have a look at decorations. Oh, good call, Adeline. I hadn't even thought of that. Thank you. Not that I've got an awful lot done. I've done a lot of dithering, haven't I? Oh, my goodness. Oh, sorry, granny blanket time. Double sinks, absolutely. Okay. I'm just having a quick play because I've realised there's a slight difference in the way this is set up. Yeah. I'm just going to leave it. But did I colour in this? No, let me go in here. Da-dee-da-da. Heroes, maybe. There we go. That'll do us. Right. Oh, and it's probably the same there, isn't it? I'll need to put the little wall there as well, won't I? Dee, 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 dee. Da, 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 da. What am I doing? What am I doing? What's the crazy bitch doing now? Answers on a postcard, please, too. Good grief, lady, what were you thinking? I don't think we have a little ridge on that back bit, though, because it's a little cheapy add-on. So I don't think they would have done that in. So what else do people find sort of those little annoyances about The Sims that they really wish that they just had already? Not like the big stuff, but little things that you always think, oh, I always trip over that bit. Do you know what I mean? I always get that bit wrong because I can't do whatever. Like, for example, the double sink. Excuse me, I am going to pour the crumbs down my throat and I am going to gag on the chilli. I would be very interested in going to Jerusalem, I really would. I find history, both political and human, and religion fascinating. So Jerusalem would really be interesting. But I don't know if it'd be the first place I'd think of to go to, if you catch my drift. Wouldn't it be awesome to be able to resize mirrors? Why do you ask about Jerusalem, Adelina? That interests me. What was I going to do? I do think the size adjustability would be awesome. And I think that's got to be something they're thinking of with Renesmee or whatever it's called. Because I think it would be wicked if we had more freedom of placement. I think the squares almost need to be a slightly bit bigger, but the quarters more manageable so that we can get things more closely situated, especially for those of us that don't have all the space in the world if we want to replicate our own home, you know. But yeah. Oops, let's do the inside. I should imagine the inside's probably just like a black colour. Yeah, let's do that. Because that kind of looks like the stuff that they lay down to seal stuff, doesn't it? Let's do that. Same there. Hey Orca, how you doing? That's what we want. Oh no, I didn't want that. Yeah. There. Da-da-da-dee-da. Oh, and I shot up in the air. Let's go down one, shall we? There we are. Why is everything so awkwardly positioned for me? Oh, maybe I've already done it then. Oh, there we go. Okay, so it's got to be an amazing place to visit. And as somebody who loves to go on a holiday with a list of things I want to see and do and experience, rather than to just chill the fuck out. If I want to chill the fuck out, do it in my own home with my own laptop and my own stuff. Oh, werewolf! Oh, what do you think of it so far, Orca? Oh, my goodness. What was I going to do then? I was going to do something. I was all set to... Yeah. It does feel like an amazing thing to do. And if it's related specifically to your religion, I can see it being absolutely fascinating. I mean, from my perspective, I am not religious, but I find religion fascinating from the human perspective. Religion has made people become and do some of the most amazing things in the world. And you go to places like the Vatican, St. Paul's, which is in London. I'm trying to think of other places that... Notre Dame in France, for example, which they're getting perilously close to getting back up and running and back to a semblance of where it was before the fire. These things have been inspired by a religiousness that I have never experienced in my life. And I find the whole thing so fascinating. I really do. I don't feel I'm searching for anything. I always keep my mind open. But I'm very much not a believer. Nor a believer. But it's so intriguing to me what triggers that kind of amazing achievement in people. Humans can be inspired to be amazing creatures, and that's the nice thing about religion. That and the support it gives people. Oh, that's probably what I'm after. Unfortunately, as with many things to do with humans, it also rather gets fucked up somewhere along the way. Why am I unable to put another one of those across, darlings? What have I done? What have I done? So strange. Conflicting. Oh, is it because I've put the bottom in? Excuse the expression. Okay, what could we maybe do? See, it'll draw out from there. Oh, of course, they're two different heights. Silly lady. What am I like? What am I like? Okay, That's fine. What I'll do is I'll just put a random gate. I'm happy with a random gate. I think we all are, aren't we, in essence? Yes, we never did get to the bottom of Greg, did we? Ha ha! FNAF. Really should get round to doing that. I'm more interested in finishing the gameplay, and that really had nothing to do with werewolves, other than it being I suppose I could just bump that up, couldn't I? I do have great ways of making my life terribly difficult for myself, don't I? Hypermodern gate. It'll lock onto there, but I want it over here. Frustrating. I might ignore that for the minute. Yeah. Okay, let's move swiftly on. What's that? Okay, don't need hazard tape. Right, let's get started on my garden, shall we? So let's see if we can find my proper garden wall. It's like panels, but with no glass. I'm probably going to end up just using the same ones I had in place before. It's always a tricky one, isn't it? Because actually, once you really get into the nitty-gritty of it, it's such a complex... There's no stopping the questions once you start teaching it. But I do feel the education we got, these days I think it's focused on all of the religions you find in the community. Whereas when I did it, it was sort of like it was spoken about in the theoretical. And these people think of something like this. Next week, let's talk about, you know, and it was almost dismissive because you weren't given a way of implementing how that lived within the community you lived in, if you catch my drift. I do think there's... Oh, I went to a C of E school, and I always felt it was a little bit... I remember feeling very strange that I didn't, because I wasn't brought up religious, that I didn't believe the same things as the people I did in the school. I didn't feel very prepared to change to a religious school after being in one that I didn't think was particularly religious at all. I am going to go with this one down here. Let's go with this one. Because there isn't anything that's quite like what I have in my back garden. FNAF now. See, this is going to get upset with me again, isn't it? Yeah. What blocks am I connecting from different levels? Yeah, let's do that. I doing? That's it. I keep floating off, guys. I am gonna have to go soon. There we are, that's better. Now, yes, that should touch the house, but as we know, it's 2 different levels. There's a big boosh here. I'm gonna just stick the big boosh in, to be blunt. Oh. There we are, lovely. So. I've got move objects on. Oh, look, it did. Now what? Right, is it maybe that style that is letting me? Let's go here. If I do that. No. Not going to happen. Never mind. Worth a try. I don't know why it's hooked to this side and not the other. But, we'll cope. It's all good. It's all good. Right. So, back garden. There's a lot to be said for people doing what they've always been taught to do, if you catch my drift. I think there are aspects of being religious that I find uncomfortable. I think if you're going to be religious, you've got to go for it. You can't pick and choose. So you can't say, I am religious, and then cheat and con your way into any money you have. Not that I'm saying the people that you were looking at were, but I think when you are teaching your children about your religion, and I think it's lovely to include them in that, because if you get solace, then they should be open to that community and that feeling of oneness. I think as well they need to be open to treating people that aren't in that religion as part and parcel of humanity. And I think sometimes people forget to make it clear that it's still cool to not be in that religion. But then if we could all do that, what would we do with warfare, you know what I mean? God, I'm so bitter, aren't I? Got to be weird. I felt very uncomfortable when I moved to school. Like I said, it was just like, I can remember learning the Lord's Prayer in 2 minutes because they assumed everybody knew the Lord's Prayer, and I was too embarrassed to say no, I didn't. And so a friend left it on the side. Her little prayer book was on the side. And while she went to the toilet, I grabbed the book and quickly learnt it, because I was so paranoid about not knowing it that I would get into trouble. And I didn't know how to explain that to my parents. I felt so put upon, you know. That maybe work, do you think? It's not really. It's more paving slabs, if I'm honest, but it's... Oh no, that's far too dramatic for my back garden. Oh, maybe it's just concrete. Let's just do slabs of concrete, shall we? That. I'm trying to remember my back garden. I think that's the best way to be. It's a strange little hollow feeling, isn't it, Lady Death? When you have people around you that believe in something like that, and it's just like they shouldn't not believe just because you don't. But at the same time, it's such a strange feeling. Not getting it, not understanding. Do you know what I mean? It is uncomfortable, very uncomfortable. I think, actually, I was right in the first place. Yes, I think that's right. It's when I find the proper pavement slab style, which is what I'm after, really. Sure, we have pavement slabs. Have I been staring at them like an idiot? Gravel, high style concrete, high end concrete, glamour tough stained concrete, slabo concrete. The slab I put on, wasn't it? Heroes, villains. No, that's far too big. I'll leave it as it is for now. Yeah, I agree, Adelina. I think you can look at a flower, you can look at the sky, you can look at a little statue or an emblem or whatever focuses you in on your own spirituality and how that connects with what you do each day. I think that can be exactly what you need. I don't think you need to have these massive organisations to help you get in contact with that centre of yourself. And that's what's always made it really strange for me, that people think if you're not religious you don't have ethics or anything like that. And I'm just sort of like, where did you get that from? I know it's not right to do something because it's not right to do something, not because there's somebody going to potentially punish me at the end of my life. Not a healthy way to approach anything, really, is it? Gravel roof. We should have a gravel roof. Yes, gravel roof it is. Much better. Whoops, a bit too close there, wasn't I? Much better. Oh, that looks much better. No, to the best of my knowledge, it's not. They're always passing round plates. They're always wanting people to contribute, but there's no specific tithing or anything like that. It's much more about feeling that you want to contribute rather than you have to. Does that make sense? That's not going to work, is it? I wish my grass looked like that. maybe what I need to do is get the spray paint out. Oh, Gregory's home. He may have popped to do some shopping. That might be why he was so long. Hey, baby. Yeah, that's more like it. There's a slight possibility that Gregory just got attacked. Right. I will do is, should we pop in just a couple of... I haven't got great grass, you see. That's better. A couple of... So we get a lot of daisies and stuff come up, and if I'm honest, yellow patches from the dogs, let's be honest. So that looks a bit more like it. Yes, that's better. I like that. And I'm going to have a ton of plants in there. Oh. Yeah, I don't go to church. I love churches. I absolutely adore churches. I love the architecture. Again, it's about that aspect of seeing what a human can do. And I know a lot of it's for pay, and it's not just all volunteer stuff, because people need to earn a living, don't they? But I think my perspective is I really haven't got an awful lot of business being there. So why would I go? Oh, God. I am going to have to go because Gregory's attacking the dogs, apparently. He's threatening them. So I'm going to take a break. I'm going to have a pee, slap Greg around the back of the neck a bit. And upon my return, we're going to plant stuff and hopefully resume interesting conversations. I will return shortly, darlings. See you in a moment. Hello, darlings. Oh gosh, that echo. Good grief. Why is everything so loud and echoey? There we are. Turn things down a bit, see if that sorts me out. There we go. Oh, tradition. What's this about? I missed this bit. Oh, it's a quick service, only 30 minutes. Interesting. Okay, it must just be me. Must be me and me old batty old age. Okay then. Yeah, interesting to do the candle. It's quite interesting as well, considering how much in other religions candles come to prominence as well. You often wonder, where does it come from? Which one did it come from? Who got that one from where? Right, so we need to do a bit of decorating. Now, the people who lived here previously loved their garden and took care of it. Bit of a shock for us. So they actually did do a lot of planting, and they've got flowers that just keep coming back each year. Beautiful flowers as well. So they took an awful lot of time thinking about how they wanted their garden to appear. I just feel a bit bad because Greg and I really aren't into gardening that much. Greg's a little bit more knowledgeable about such things than I am. That party bush, rather unfortunately, does look like the bush we have at the end, so we're going to have a party bush. Okay. But yeah, so they've got all these flowers that just keep coming back and looking utterly gorgeous, and things like roses and things like that. Absolutely gorgeous. I wouldn't have a clue where to start creating that kind of thing. Wonder if maybe that might be, it's supposed to be red and that's bloody pink, mate. Hydrangeas. Hang on a second. Hydrangeas. Is that what we have? Hang on a second. It is confirmed. We have a hydrangea bush. So, I'm sure there's one here. Here we are. I mean, it's much bigger than this, by the way. It's huge. But I think if I go up one, it's probably going to be too big. Yeah, it's too big. But that's kind of where it is. And then... oh, Greg's just stirred the stew and the smell has wafted up the stairs. Azaleas, maybe? Not sure. Not sure if we have azaleas. Let's go back into flowers. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at flowers. Pleasant purple flowers. They are pleasant, but not what we have. So they're all quite high up flowers. Just trying to get things to look a little bit. I literally have no clue what flowers we have. They're not lupins, not delphiniums, I don't think, no. Irises, no, that's a little bit little for ours. Not sunflowers. We have got a lot of different roses, I will say that. Maybe if I ump that a bit, yeah. Let's go with that there. And then we'll have another one in red. And then... no. Orange. Not necessarily those colours, but they look pretty.
Them colours are awful.
Sorry, what? Oh, I did. I think you might have missed quite a few of the chaps. I think they've all had to wander off for dinner. I'm just trying to kind of reflect our back garden. I don't think we have. No. I've kind of put 3 different types of roses because we do get a lot of roses, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's too big for the rose bushes.
Depends how much I prune them.
Smith pruning in full effect.
Oh, whatever, yeah.
Okay, baby.
Love you.
I love you. Can I plant?
We ain't got one in.
Okay.
Hi, everybody. Little chit shops. Look at the little cute dimples.
You fuck off. I think you're so funny.
I am funny.
You're odd.
You always laugh when I take my clothes off.
See, we have got flowers that have that sort of long high bit, but I don't think it's necessarily them, but hey, fuck it. Should we put them in anyway? Let's stick these in. Go up a size maybe. No, I think that would need to be smaller and maybe I move you up. Oh. Keeps jumping onto the head. Makes me jump. I keep thinking, what the hell have I done to make it so big? Okay, put you there. You here. Put that there. Pretty. Wish. Red flowers. Maybe if we did this like a yellow flower and did it a little bit smaller. You alright, Burpee? Burky McBurkatron, huh? My wee burpy boy. This looks nothing like my back garden, by the way. But let's just have some fun, huh? Okay, let's grab another one of these. Bring it down. And let's change that to the pink colour. Ooh. Good God, honestly, I just keep being offered credit cards at the moment. I know it doesn't mean you're going to get them when they send you things saying, oh, you know, you should apply for this credit card. But I feel like every shop is offering me a credit card. Which is in itself concerning, because didn't we get ourselves into a load of trouble with shops offering store cards, credit cards, etc. many moons ago? Right, so that's probably about right. If I move this one up a little to give that one a little bit more room, and then uh-oh, she's lurking. And then go into terrain tools and let's grab a bit of dark, shall we? Scratchy and patches. Let's go for that one. No! Yeah, well, you've got to remember this garden was designed by somebody else. It was not designed by us. I'm going in for a bean. Oh, another orange. The orange earlier was very tart. Oh, it's not orange. It's a tropically taste. I think that might be passion fruit or pineapple. Oh, it must be passion fruit because the pineapple is apparently quite pale. Very nice. The other day, Ripley came in, upset Creature, made him move and promptly took the bed. Creature was devastated because it's his place to lie in the dog bed next to me. And what we used to have before was we used to have a cushion under here. and we'd taken it out to give the dog something to lie on when they were in the back of the car. And so when we came back off of being away at my folks, we brought the cushion back in, but I totally forgot to put it under there. So Creature was getting really upset that Ripley had taken his spot. And so I said, just fine. So I went, stomped off. I got the cushion, put it under there. Creature would not lie on it. Wouldn't have it. It's not having it. I'm not lying on that. That's not my bed. That's my bed. She's in my bed. She's next to you. I don't lie here. She lies here. That really, honestly, I had to give him a proper telling off to make him lie down. Guess where he's sitting now. Is it more comfy, the cushions and the blankies, than your bed? Is it? Yeah, it is. You gorgeous little boy. You're a gorgy, gorgy little boy, aren't you? Yes, you are. Would you like a blanket? Could you cope with a blanket? Good boy. He's got his blanket. Okay, I am going to bite into my nipple. Banana. I'm going to bite into my banana. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. We go to Lidl or Aldi and they do sweet beans, and they also do a sour version which have very similar flavours. So the orange, the lemon in both tastes of lemon, but the sour one is lemon, you know. So I don't always know what flavour I'm going to get, because I literally get a pack of each and mix them in that jar, and yeah, just go at it. So I very much doubt I will go back to the Bertie Bott's beans. Certainly won't be for a regular stream, I know that much. Far too much like hard work. Okay, I think that's probably, that would actually be further forward. Apart from the fact it's clipping, but it does stick out a bit further at the end. So let's grab some more of this. I mean, it's actual dug up soil, to be honest with you, but we really have that, do we? Grab that. I'm going to bring these a little bit further forward. It's very beautiful. There's not this many flower plants in there, to be honest with you. I've just got myself very overexcited. But quick. Have we decided we're not going to pay attention to me? Oh, what's happened there? Let me just move object back on. See if that just suddenly decided to stop working, or whether... Oh, that works. This is so strange. Why are things not going bigger and smaller? Am I pressing the wrong button suddenly, or... Well, how peculiar. Let me go back in. No, not to you, dear. Okay, what's going on? Why have we got... What have I pressed now? There it is. Okay. It seems to resize things. That is red flowers, right, yeah. Now, why have we suddenly just... Now you work. Oh, of course, now you'll work. God's sake. Goodness gracious me. Pop that one there, maybe. No, I think actually I've got too much here. Let's restrain ourselves somewhat. For example, if I move you there, move you to here. And I'm going to put... Because it really is a big hydrangea bush, I should point out, which is why I'm making it look so full. It really is huge, gorgeous thing. Ripley can actually hide under it, it's so big. Which, of course, she does at any given opportunity. Oh, that's a good call. That's what I should have done, Lady Death. That normally does a little bit of a rejig, doesn't it? However, I will save now. And it does stick right out into the garden as well. Into the grass. So... go. I'm not going to go too dark underneath this one because actually it sticks out so far that it kind of covers the bits it's making dark. So I think that's kind of about right. You see, this flooring that I've put here, the gravel, that would have been perfect for the walls. That's exactly what Pebble Dash looks like. So frustrating. Okay then, so now as I said before, we do have a garden gate here to keep the dogs in the garden area. That's my garage. I'm going to have an attack of my garage in a minute, and then I'm going to go in with the slab-o concrete to come down the front of the house there, and then this bit is paved squares, which actually that's not too far off it. Maybe just a touch more grey in there. I mean, it's not exactly bang on, but then my house wasn't designed by The Sims, so how exactly were we going to do it any other way? Okay, so we actually have a lot of potted plants, potted outdoor plants, if you catch my drift. We have an olive tree and loads of other bushes and trees and stuff, and literally it's all been collected over years of different gardens and then just suddenly been dumped here because we moved in, and the day we moved in we had such a bad experience that we genuinely didn't think we'd still be living here now, because we moved into what we just thought was a house that was a bit unloved, needed a bit of TLC, and it turns out we were moving into badness. So I'm going to do this planters as a bit of an example of what we have running up our garden gate, really. We actually wanted to do a planter in our back garden with our old bath, and we'd only had the bath outside in, this is a long time ago by the way, in our old garden about a day, and somebody put in a complaint to the council about it. Literally, we could have just put it there waiting to get to the garage, or the garage, to the junkyard or whatever. It was a stainless steel bath. Yeah, literally just complained without waiting to see what was going on. Absolutely appalling people we used to live near. Got some square ones. I know, creature. We didn't like those people. You liked them because they used to leave food lying around. Leave it out for the foxes. There we are. Oh yes, no, I mean the house is getting better slowly. We moved in on a Saturday, and we got the keys, walked in the house, thought, oh, it's a little cold. Went to put the heating on. Heating wasn't working. No boiler, nothing at all. And we had no telephone number to reach anybody. They'd let us move in without testing that things worked in the house. And luckily we moved in before we had to let the old place go. We were still within our notice because they asked us if we would move out because she had separated from her partner, and she basically was going to buy another property and keep renting that one to us. And then it just fell through. Paperwork was a nightmare, all this kind of stuff. And in the end, she just said, you know what, I'm so sorry, but I've got this huge house sat there waiting for me, and I know it's your home right now, but I need it back. So I felt so frustrated, but at the same time, you know, these things happen. These things are sent to try us, darling. So onwards and upwards we moved. So, what's going on here? Oh no, that's right. That's how it's supposed to look. Look really strange from a distance there. But yeah, so we got this place, and while we were wandering around trying to work out if we had any heat at all, we realised that there was wallpaper hanging off the walls, and it turns out that they'd had a leak on part of the wall and hadn't fixed the inside after they'd fixed the outside. And then after that, and that was when we found out that the entire roof was leaking. So, it's been fun ever since. Really such an utter pain in the schnazzle, I tell ya. But these things are sent to try us. And if I get my hands on them, they'll never try again. Drain pipe. Long. I want a long drain pipe. Are you the long drain pipe? You're longer. Oh, there, right there. Right, I want it in black. That's green. That's black. Right, so I'm gonna do that one. Actually, let's get, is that longer? Let's go with that. Yeah. That's the length we want. Because that's from the bathroom. Let me just check this, make sure I'm getting everything in the right place, my darlings, because it's vital. Just pop you there for a second. I've just realised a couple of little bits from the front I want to put in. Do we have an alarm? Smoke alarm, alarms. It's not the alarm we've got. It's an actual burglar alarm, but that'll do. That'll do me. Satellite dish. Gosh, I wish that was the view from my house. That would be lovely. I miss having nice views. That's one thing I do miss. There are lovely views here, please don't get me wrong, but it's not the same as it was in our old place. Usually if you walk round a corner and suddenly there'd be dales going off for miles in the distance and beautiful old trees and gorgeous buildings, whereas here you kind of have to hunt around a little bit to get it. Very selfish of me to be so upset. Does that go up the whole of the front of the house? Doesn't make sense. I suppose if it's the size of the bedroom. Well, I'll be. I never noticed that. Okay. How do we still have the... Oh, it's just like a little flat roof. Oh, I get you now. Oh, that makes more sense. But how do I not have... Sorry, I'm having an existential crisis, if you don't mind. Please don't apply pressure. I've only lived here for 2 or 3 years, you know. Oh, lovely. Big old easy peelers. The last ones I've been able to get from the regular supermarket have been dismal. But these are huge. I couldn't resist them, especially as we've both been ill so much. They just screamed vitamin C at me. Right. Oh. As you probably guessed by all the plants, we don't park the car in the garage. The reason for that is that this width from here to here is not big enough for a car, would you believe? Or certainly not for a normal sized family car that we've got. Can you believe it? That was the other thing they said to us, off-street parking, but you had to have a Mini to be able to use it. Right. So we were looking for a satellite, weren't we? Satellite dish, there we go. Any other kinds of satellite dish? That was miscellaneous electronics, wasn't it? Domestic satellite. That's a chair. Jeez. Okay, let's see what else. Spy satellite in wall decorations. Where's that? Spy satellite and wall decorations. Am I being really dumb? I can't see it. Okay, let's go decorations. Wall decorations. There we go, wall decorations. Oh dear. Da, 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 da. It's a seal. What's that? That's a hunk of junk. That's a vent. That's a bird, and that's a tree. Where are you, satellite dish? Well, I'll be. Whereabouts is this satellite dish that they say they have? Holy crap! Right. Well, guys, I cannot see any other kind of satellite. Let's just have a quick look and make sure that I have still got everything turned on. What's going on there? Must have clicked off by accident. I'm just wondering if it's not what I expect it to look like, so that's why I'm struggling a little bit. Well, I don't know what it is. I put show hidden objects and I can't remember. Let me just quickly. Okay, well, I'm going to have to see if I can make this one do. Okay, come here. I'm struggling a little bit to see what you're doing. Come here. What's going on here? Come here. Oh my goodness. Come here. There we go. Okay, apparently we're just going to be an outright pain. So what I'm trying to do is to put in the Sky satellite dish. So first of all, let's get it up to the right height because it's up quite close to the top. And the unfortunate thing is, kind of put it there, but it's slightly off to the side, you see. But as soon as I try to position it without being able to see the stick, I lose a chunk of it straight into this wall. Let me try dropping it down a little bit maybe. Oh, there are times where I wish we could tilt. Pivot. It's so strange to me that we don't have wall-mounted satellite dishes in The Sims. I will leave it like that and we'll just pretend that that's the leads going to the power. Yeah? That's what we'll do. Yeah, that'll work. Now I've got it in the head. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Okay, so what were we doing? That's where the long one is. Okay, so that one. Actually, I want the even longer one. Where is it? Where's the even longer? Are you the even longer one? You're the longest one. Oh dear, you're still not long enough. Oh well. Tell you what we'll do then. Witness me not giving up. Oh, do we have a little side light? We have a light. Let's go here. Wall stuff. Oh no, we do have outside lights, don't we? I'm sure I've seen... that kind of goes... I want that horizontal rather than vertical. Let's just try going to lights. See if we can find the right thing. There we are. Kind of like that. Again, I want that, but I want it horizontal, not vertical. Sure, I've seen... Oh, there it is. I knew there was one. There it is. Perfect. And this is actually... Excuse me. Here. It actually goes shooting off in the diagonal, but we're not going to try and do bendy ones at this stage of the game. I'm just seeing lots of things I didn't realise that were like this, goes straight up. I'm just gonna go up and over. I want to see if it's even possible to do this, because it turns out that this comes all the way up, but I don't see how it can. Oh no, it doesn't. It's just I forgot there was extra decor on the roof. Oh, I'm a numpty. Oh, get me. How could I have forgotten the extra bit on the roof? we have decorations as part of this Art Nouveau thing they were doing. So basically what you have is the half of the wall from above here is that height. Which just gives it a little bit of decor. So get all of it. Yeah, let's got all of it. And then see, I was thinking this was going all the way up from the way the picture was, and I was thinking that doesn't work. I don't have a bit that comes out upstairs. It's just a bit of an optical illusion. Grab that. Have we still got the right? We have still got that there. Okay, so yes. Like I say, it's a very weird looking house. We actually do have these windows, excuse me, have got yellow across the bottom of each of the windows. And the step there is obviously yellow, which I attempted to get it yellow anyway. So that's that. Okay, so let us. It's a little half one out front, isn't it? Half gate. It's stone at the front and wood to the side. Of course. So let's get us little stone wall. It's probably a little bit, yeah, it's a bit much. Okay. Can we have a small stone wall? Fancy fencing. No, it's brick. It's brick. Who am I talking about? It's brick. Let's just do a wall. Let's do a half height wall here. One. That's it. Half height. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Standard half wall. Let's try that. No, smaller than that. Okay. Come on, there we are. So that will go to here. That looks about right. Yeah. Okay then, and then this wall. Should we do that? No, that's far too big. Nope, still too big. More brick, I think. Nope. That's, it's a bit somewhere in between those, you know? Somewhere in between. Oh, what about that? Oh, that could work. Yes, that could work. So, let's do that. It's a pity it's got a bottom rung in it. Never mind. World won't end. And then need to do the top. I really do dislike the fact that small walls have to have the topper on. It's a little frustrating. What's that? No, I don't want glass pane. Let's go with this in that. No. That. Maybe. No. That's the one. Right, we'll do that. Okay, so that's that. And then between here and this wall we've got a regular garden fence. It's a mega. And it kind of goes up and down. It's got a bit of funk to it. Got walls that have got a little bit of uppy downy motion. Just a bit of uppy downy. Do we have a bit of uppy downy? No uppy downy? No. Oh. Oh, that could do. Classic picket in a kind of reddy colour. And we'll take that from there. Okay. Ugh, so weird. Okay. Did I mention that my house looks weird? Okay then. And then over here we have, what kind of garden fence do we have with next door? Let's have a look. Do you know, I don't think I've even paid attention. Oh, I think it's the same. Okay, so it's not really that red, you know that, right? But maybe we'll do that. Is that it all the way down? I just find it easier on the eye, that's all. It's nicer. Okay, and then we need the gate, and it's a big, it's not like that, but it's that width. That's far too tiny. That's far too tiny. I'll make it bigger. Just, why can't it be diddy and wide? Why can we not have diddy and wide, dear hearts? Hang on, what about if I did? Oh no, still huge, isn't it? Now what are you? You're not wrought, but oh, that's a pity. That had promise for a moment there. To be fair, we have it open all the time anyway, because that's the only way we can get the car in. So I'll maybe just leave it to your imagination. Oh my goodness, it's so funny. It's so funny that reality and The Sims never meet. Let's pretend, shall we? Let's pretend that that's what it was always going to look like. Oh, gorgeousnesses. Right, so, believe me, if my house looked as nice as this, I would be a happy camper. I actually think it's probably Breeze inside there, Breeze block. And let's just go in. And let's put in some storage, or some shelving. Oh, let's see. kind of is the thing. It's big old shelving units with cat everywhere. Got boxes everywhere in there, slowly rotting away. That's weird shelves, isn't it? Ew. Let's go back to storage. That'll do us. Loads of old non-matching shelving units or ones we didn't have space for. Oh, sorry guys, didn't mean to do that. Just coming out here to pop. Maybe like an old set of drawers. We've got boxes galore, I know that much. I wonder if that's what we're going to be getting. We're going to be getting like packing boxes and the like for when people have moved, or she's immediately finding exactly what she was just referring to. We do have a light in here, but it's like a dangly light, I think. Let's have another look. Also think have a light on the back of the house that shines on the garden, which is probably very similar to the one that I put in there. So I'm going to grab that and put it above the door, eh? It's obviously where it would be, and it makes that gap look nicer. Right, and then we need more junk in here. Oh, thank you, Adelina. I'm on the last bit.
Lady pants.
Thank you, darling. I'm just doing a few last bits. And then I think we're near enough done. Let's just put the walls up. I'm going to put that there. Got a sneaking suspicion there are small windows in there, but you can't really see very clearly. It wouldn't be on this side, it would be on this side. I'm going to put in one of those little ones we normally use for bathrooms. I think there might be a couple of those on this side. Like that. I think that's probably it. Maybe one here. And maybe drop that one there. Not happy about that door actually now I've put it in. I think I'm going to put in just like a plain wooden door, because I believe that is what we've got. I don't think there is a window in that door. There we go, and then I think it's a reasonably match. It's not white. Let's do that. I don't think that's the right colour, but for now that'll do us. And then we were putting in tons of boxes, weren't we? So bring that. Oh God, wrong button. Sorry guys. Done. Right. Let's go back in. Pop in a few more boxes. Sure, I haven't got a toy box in there, but I've got everything else, so I don't see why I shouldn't have. Oh, backpack in there, and what other junk would one have in one's garage? Don't think I've got any old TVs or anything in there. Dee-dee-dee. Ooh. No, it's going to take forever. I think that gives you the vibe though, doesn't it? Me? Are you trying to say something, dear? Yes, the plot is currently thickening as to what I'm doing with my hair next. I think Greg and I were having in-depth discussions, as he is obviously my hairstylist, and we think we know what we want to do with it this time. Yeah, I think. Oh, as always, it really just depends. But yeah, it will be soonish. I'm doing some treatments on my hair at the moment, some oil treatments. Because I'm doing that a couple of times a week, I kind of want to let my hair get a bit more healthy, basically, before I do anything too disastrous with it. That's me talking now. You know me. Could change next week. So, there we have it. Let me just go back to my picture. See if I've missed anything. Just in case you were wondering, that's the front of my house. So I'm not lying. It is manky. It's an awful day they've taken that picture on, though, to be fair. Look how grey the skies are. But yeah, that's the vibe. That's my house. There we are. Upstairs is done. I did the floors right. Grey carpets are a nightmare, aren't they? There we go. Yep, got grey carpets. Got the back garden done. The front. I don't have any plants out here yet. I am going to move some of these in here, I think. If we're not moving, we may as well make it look nicer. But there we go. It's actually come across really well in here, I have to say. I mean, the bedroom, I'm so pleased with how bedroom's turned out. It's the one room in the house I'm really happy with, because when we moved in, we actually had the bed where these two little Billy drawer shelving units are. They should do an IKEA link, shouldn't they? A proper set of IKEA furniture. Anyway, yeah, so that's where the bed used to be, and it meant you spent your whole time walking around the bed to get in. The space was never really used. It was just a hallway. Do you get what I mean? Whereas now, because the bed is much easier to access, especially for me, because literally all I do is walk in and collapse onto the bed, whereas before I was walking all the way around, which doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're a chronic, believe me, sometimes that can mean the difference between peeing yourself and not. But yeah, so the it just feels so much more functional now, and that's reflected, I think, in how beautifully it's come out here, because yeah, there's a little bit of laundry on the floor, but actually there really isn't. But there you go. So I'm really pleased with how it's turned out. Would have been nice to have had carpeted stairs, I have to say. I don't particularly enjoy having carpeted stairs. I don't like having carpets, if I'm honest. Being a dog owner, especially dogs that do shed, I appreciate... so adorable under there. But I do appreciate not having... I appreciate better now the years of me not having carpets. I do prefer laminate or wood even. Maybe a bit of tile in the kitchen, and in the wet rooms, the wet areas of the house. But yeah, but I have to say, I'm very fortunate. Do you know what? I've got a fridge, it's got food in it. I've got a freezer that's got food in it. I've got electricity, I've got heating. I've got somebody to lie in my bed with me, and 2 whippets that love me and I love them. So actually, in the grand scheme of things, I complain and I whinge, but believe me, I know how lucky I really am. So there you go. So there we are. We are done, darlings. We are done. We were done. I've just realised you guys are clipping majorly. Oh my goodness. You make shelving units that don't fit in a standard house. Weirdos. Let's go down. Oh, no, the other way. There we go. I don't think anyone's going to get too upset with me, are they? So there we have it. Cool. We have actually got a lot more plants at this end, but they're all coming over the fence from our neighbours down the bottom, because the house at this end, the kind of half the garden is this side here, if you see what I mean, is oh, Lena, you're so sweet. Love you. What was I saying? Oh yes, so basically we've got 2 gardens against the end this wall, and so we get all their plants coming over, and it's really lovely. We get lots of blossoms and beautiful stuff. So it looks bare there, but it isn't really. I'm not about to start building in somebody else's yard to give the effect. So there we go. Let's pop the walls back up. That, dear hearts, is my ickle home. As finished as I can make it, with the adjustments I've had to make. So, there we have it. Do you think I should put it on the gallery? Would anybody want this? We'll leave that one open. Okay, my loves. I am going to go because I am very tired. I really am. This is just taking it all out of me. I'm a bit pants at the moment. But I will be fighting fit very soon. Oh, yes, I will. This won't keep me down, darlings. It won't keep me down. I know people have had to pop off, so I'm just going to do a straight end to today. We will get back into the habit of sharing the love with our fellow wonderfuls. But for the time being, it's time for me to go and follow my nose downstairs to where there is cuddles and chicken stew. And I think that's about all I'm fit for the rest of the night. So, mwah! Love you all. Have the most wonderful of mornings, afternoons and evenings until we meet again. Ta-ra! Love you all. It's good to be back.